Hello again. This is Cornelius Barnes, owner and master instructor for Dublin, California JKD Group. I am going to make a series of tapes to cover certain concepts in JKD as far as what the principles are and some of the other concepts. Just remember that JKD is a fighting style, and one of the other differences in what I put on YouTube, and I'm not a professional, a person with professional knowledge in filmmaking, but what I try to get across is JKD is live, and I feel that a lot of the JKD demonstrations that's on YouTube are really dealing with a lot of preset arrangements, which was totally what Bruce Lee was against. You see a lot of this and this and this and that, and not sparring. And the end result in JKD is about sparring. It's about fighting. It's a very serious art concerning fighting. So I think that the JKD practitioners on YouTube and other medias, when we give our demonstrations, we need to, show the demonstration, maybe show a drill for them, and then actually fight. Show the people that this trap can really work, because you'll find a lot of things that you may see on YouTube and different instructors doing these drills. You don't see them do that effectively or just effectively when they're fighting. When you're fighting, the guy's punching back and moving, those traps are not working. You're fighting, the guy's moving, and now he's not doing all of the things that he was doing on this demo. But if I demonstrate something to you, if I demonstrate a takedown, or if I demonstrate a block and a punch and a combination, I should be able to show you that when I'm sparring someone. So what I want to do is demonstrate a technique and then have the person film me fighting someone. And that person not knowing when I'm going to execute this technique or that technique. And let's see if it really worked. Or let's see if I get my block knocked off. If I do a punch and a kick and a demonstration, I knock a guy 3 feet back. Well, when I'm fighting somebody, I should knock this guy back 3 feet also. But in the demonstration, if I knock him back 3 feet, and then in reality, when I'm sparring someone and I hit him and he don't go anywhere, then I need to start working on another technique or how to improve that, or something's not wrong. Or something's not right, excuse me. But JKD is based on how to maximize your power. There are certain things you could do to maximize a punch. How you shift your weight, how you turn. If we're talking about punching from where it is and not drawing back, when you draw back, you're definitely going to get more power, because you're going to go with momentum. You're going to go with speed. You have all this range to build up force before you hit something. But when you're striking something from a short distance, you have to use other mechanics to make that just as powerful as the punch that draws all the way back. So it teaches you how to develop that. How to shift your weight, how to turn your hand, how to hold your fist and your wrist. How the nanomechanics or the physical mechanics that is required in order to maximize that punch from a short distance. That principle there is JKD. Okay. Also, how to maximize your speed. There's drills you can do to improve your speed, doing things with weights and how you should lift weights. You don't lift weights like bodybuilders. A lot of that helps you if you're grappling, but not with just striking. You have to lift weights or have resistance training in a manner that mimics what you're going to use when you are doing this particular punch or a kick. So there's different techniques that we have and training techniques that we have to increase our speed. There's psychological techniques that we have to increase our speed. There's reflex techniques that we use to increase our speed. So those techniques and all those drills are part of JKD. They are things that Bruce has to sit down and thought of to make yourself faster, to improve your natural reflexes. That's JKD also. Accuracy. Just punching somebody for the sake of punching. Bruce, when he had his fight with this guy, his fist was sore and he was very unsatisfied with his performance, even though he beat the guy. But he said it shouldn't have took that many punches, and I absolutely agree with him. You know, you watch people like Bone Jones and some other boxers, and Mike Tyson, they know exactly where to hit people. So pinpoint striking is very important, but it also must be practiced. And there are practicing drills in JKD to make you more proficient at being accurate. Punching straight at the nose and hitting the nose, punching at the eyes and actually hitting the eyes, and not your fingers going to the forehead or your fingers going there. If you're going to do an eye strike, it's got to be right on point. Okay, if you can strike at that lower rib, the floating rib, it's got to be right on point. You may not get a second chance. So certain drills we use are JKD. These are JKD principles, and using these drills to improve our pinpoint striking. Ability, apply JKD for your own physical, to improve your own physical attributes. Okay. To provide methods in how to improve those attributes. We just talked about those. And understanding constitutional, state, and local laws governing self-defense for yourself, for others, and for property. This is very important. We don't live in the Heinz dynasty. We don't live back in a time when they walk around with bamboo sticks and nunchucks. You know, you learning these skills is like handing someone a gun. You have to learn the laws that regulate the use of that gun, when to use it, when not to use it. Okay, when can, and what laws are you legally righteous to defend someone else or to defend property? So you need to learn those things also. We cover that in our classes. And also becoming proficient in modern convenient weapons. Not tonfas and not staffs and not nunchucks. You know, they fight with, these days they fight with guns, knives, and some sticks. Not all the collie stick fighting. We don't really do that. Nobody's walking down the street with sticks. Okay. It's a good thing to know, but the more convenient weapons are guns and knives. And that's what we concentrate our training on. So my next series of films will be covering all these areas in JKD. And thank you very much.